Hello dear students, welcome to all of you in the session. I am Jyoti Jaiswal, your math educator. So guys, today our session is going to be very interesting because in this session we are going to talking about lines and angles. Okay, we are going to talking about lines and angle. As you know, lines and angle is a very important part of a geometry. Without lines and angle, geometry is incomplete. Okay guys, so this chapter is all about when two parallel lines are intersect by a transverse line, then total 8 angles are formed. How many angles? Total 8 angles are formed. Okay, before going to discuss this topic, let me tell you about lines, parallel lines, transverse line and intersecting lines. Okay, let us start with the lines. A line is a collection of number of points. How many numbers? So a line is a collection of infinite numbers of points. These are the points. When we join them, then it becomes a line. A line can be represented by a small letters like L, M, N. Okay, the most important part of line is a line segment. When a line has two end points, then it is called a line segment. Okay, when a line has two end points, then it is called line segment. And when a line has only one end point, that is only one fixed point and other point is not fixed, then it is called a ray. Okay, hope so you have clear very well. When a line has two end points, then it is called a line segment. When a line has only one end point, then it is called a ray, and ray is denoted by an arrow. Okay, now let us discuss about what is the intersecting lines. When two distinct lines are intersect each other at a common point, then these two lines are said to be intersecting lines. And the point where these two lines are intersect, the point is called a point of intersection. And it is represented by a POI. Okay, point of intersection. Got my point? Next, what is a parallel lines? When two distinct lines never intersect each other at any points, then it is said to be parallel lines. And parallel lines have a constant distance. Parallel line have a constant distance. Suppose it is A, then these two lines are called parallel lines when they never intersect each other at any points. It is represented by, suppose this line is L and this line is M. Okay, this line is L and this line is M. Then parallel line is represented by L is parallel to M. This sign denotes when the line is parallel. Got my point? This sign denotes when the line is parallel. Okay, so all things about the line is clear. Now we have to discuss what is the transverse line. This chapter is all about when two parallel lines are intersecting by a transversal line. Now let me clear you what is a transversal line. Okay, a transversal line is a line which intersect two or more lines at a unique points. At a unique points. Okay, not only parallel lines, any line. Suppose this is also a line which is not a parallel lines. Then a line which intersect these two lines at a unique point, then this line is called a transversal line. Got my point? This line is called a transversal line. Doesn't matter it cuts it intersect a parallel line or non-parallel lines. Okay, now the question is that if these two lines are intersected by the some other lines at a common point, then this line is a transversal line or not? Tell me, this line is a transversal line or not? Then you reply no, this line is not a transverse line because this line has a no unique points. It has a common point, not a unique point. If this line intersecting by this, then they has a unique points. Then it is said to be transversal line. It is not said to a transverse line. Okay, got my point? You know all about what is a parallel line, what is intersecting line and what is a transversal line. Now let us come to our syllabus. Okay, in our syllabus we have to discuss when two parallel lines are intersecting by a transverse line, then total 8 angles are formed. So first we discuss what is vertically opposite angle. When two lines intersecting each other, then total 4 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3 and 4. Total 4 angles are formed. Angle 1 which is equals to angle 3 and angle 2 which is equals to angle 4. These types of angle is called vertically opposite angle. That means angle 2 and angle 4 are the vertically opposite. Angle 1 and angle 3 are the vertically opposite angles. Okay. And also vertically opposite angles are also equals. Next we have to discuss what is a corresponding angle. For better understanding, you can cut this portion from here. Okay. You can cut this portion and put here. Then you found angle 1 and angle 5 are overlap. Angle 2 and angle 6 are overlap. Angle 3 and angle 7 are overlap. And angle 4 and angle 8 are also overlap. Then these angles are called corresponding angles. Suppose this is a line, two parallel lines are intersected by a transversal line. Then these two angles are called corresponding angles. Also, these two angles are called corresponding angle. These two angles are called corresponding angles, and these two angles are also called corresponding angles. Okay, and also corresponding angles are equals. Suppose 1 is equals to 5 and angle 2 is equals to angle 6. Angle 3 is equals to angle 7 and also angle 4 is equals to the angle 8. Okay, got my point? What is a corresponding angle? When you cut out this portion and put here, then 1 and 5 are overlap, then this is a corresponding angle. 2 and 6 are overlap, then this is a corresponding angle. 3 and 7 are overlap, then this is the corresponding angle, and 4 or 8 are also overlap, then this is the corresponding angle. Hope you understand very well. Okay, now let us discuss what is the interior angle and what is the exterior angle. And two parallel lines are intersected by a transverse line, then the angle which is formed inside. Okay, angle which is formed inside is called the interior angle. Suppose 3, 4, 5 and 6. So angle 3, 4, 5 and 6 are called interior angle because they form inside. Okay. Now what is the exterior angle? When two parallel lines intersected by a transversal line, then the angle which are formed outside is called exterior angle. Then angle formed outside is called exterior angle. That means 1, 2, 7 and 8 are the exterior angle. Angle 1, angle 2, angle 7 and angle 8 are known as the exterior angle. Why? Because they are from outside. Angle 3, 4, 5 and 6 are the interior angle. Now how we know what is the interior alternate angle? So interior alternate angle is angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 4 and angle 6 are interior alternate angle. How we can remember? Suppose jet symbol are the interior alternate angle. Here is the angle 3 and here is the angle 5. So angle 3 and 5 are the alternate angle. If we remove this part, if we remove this portion from the diagram, then you can easily see there is a jet symbol appears. Angle 3 and angle 5 are the interior alternate angles. Got my point? Now, like that, when you have found the symbol of X, then it is called the vertically opposite angle. What is called vertically opposite, or you can say vertically alternate angles. Okay. Suppose angle 2, angle 4, angle 1 and angle 3. So angle 2 and angle 4 are the vertically opposite angle. Angle 1 and angle 3 are the vertically opposite angle. You can also see here all the angles. Okay. Let me tell you all types of angle in only one diagram so that you can easily understood. Okay. So when two parallel lines are intersected by a transverse line, total 8 angles are formed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7 and 8. Okay. Total 8 angles are formed. What is a vertically opposite angles? Then vertically opposite angles are angle 1 and 3. Angle 1 and 3 are vertically opposite. Angle 2 and 4 are the vertically opposite. Angle 5 and 7 are the vertically opposite. And also angle 6 and angle 8 are vertically opposite. Then these angles are called vertically opposite angle. Then what is a corresponding angle? What is corresponding angle? Angle 1 and angle 5 are the corresponding angles. Angle 1 and angle 5 are corresponding angles. Angle 2 and angle 6 are corresponding angles. Angle 3 and angle 7 are corresponding angles. and also angle 4 and angle 8 are also corresponding angles. Okay, all thing is clear about vertically opposite angle. You can say vertically opposite angle, also vertically alternate angles. Okay, now what is the interior alternate angle? Then interior alternate angles are the angle 3 and angle 5. Angle 3 and angle 5 are interior alternate angle. Angle 4 and angle 6 are the interior alternate angle. Now what is the exterior alternate angle? So exterior alternate angle is same as the interior alternate angle. It also has a represented by a symbol Z. Suppose angle 1 and angle 7 are exterior angle and they are also exterior alternate angles. So 1 is equals to angle 7, they are exterior alternate angles. Angle 2 is equals to angle 8, they are also exterior alternate angle. Why? Because 1, 2, 7 and 8 are the exterior angle, and when they form on the symbol Z, then they are called the exterior alternate angles. Okay? Okay students, so hope so you are enjoying this session and understood very well about various type of lines and various type of angles. Okay? Thank you so much for watching this.